Hi, I'm Josh Carving, and welcome to another DBXamination, where we're going to take a look at the most recently announced DBX and determine who would win if we were to actually apply research to it. So last time we had the R-Wing versus the X-Wing, and it was okay. Not a whole lot happened. I kind of wish a bit more had been done with it, but it was serviceable. So next we have the season finale of Saitama versus Superman. I'm not too pleased. It's, I really don't tend to like a lot of Saitama-oriented versus stuff. For a couple reasons, especially because it's a vote. So we all more or less know how this is going to go. Saitama's probably going to win because lol, one punch. So, if we were to actually apply research to it and determine who would win in an actual fight, this might be one of the easiest ones of the season for me to actually say who would win, because it would be Superman with no effort whatsoever. Let's highball Saitama to the nth degree of what you can apply to him, which is star level. Big whoop. Like, Saitama, I think, has some FTL. Like, not much even, but some. While Superman scales to, like, all the best feats in DC for the most part. And just, he's fought against and dodged, like, Green Lantern's energy constructs, which we've talked about in the past, move at, like, quadrillion. I don't even remember what it was times the speed of light. It was like far beyond quadrillions. I know that. I just straight up don't remember. And just in general, every single stat goes to Superman in spades. Like, Superman, I think only in the last like couple months, maybe like a half year ago or so, had a feat where he like completely punched through like universes and shit. Like, it's not even close. Which brings us to me saying at the start that I'm pretty sure Saitama's going to win because of it being a vote. And I'm going to go ahead and address more or less the issue with Saitama, is that people assume that because he hasn't shown his limit, he is limitless. Which is just dumb. It's just such an idiotic mindset. That's like saying that if you had like a World War II series and one guy was immune to everyone's bullets and just couldn't take damage from like a tank firing at him, that Galactus can come up and try to munch the planet and the guy would just be fine. It's not the case at all. You can only apply up to what the character has actually shown. And to be fair, he also got hurt in the fight with I believe it was Boros. He got hurt in that fight. And so that does imply that his body has a limit to the damage that it can take. So, people are going to people, though, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the case. And the other thing that I see a lot of people talk about is Saitama's a joke character, and the joke is that he always wins. That's actually not the point of Saitama. The point of Saitama is that he is a character who is statistically higher than all the other characters in his setting. So, that's the punchline, is that the other characters are weaker than him, not that he is stronger than everyone. There is a difference. So you do get to the point where a lot of people are just going to buy into one of those two things and vote for him, which is kind of annoying. That's why I really don't like a lot of Saitama stuff, especially because a lot of the times in animations for it, the punchline just gets taken to the nth degree of the other person doesn't even harm Saitama throughout the entire fight, and then at the very end he throws one serious punch and wins. It's just a tired joke, and I really don't like it. So absolutely voting for Superman in this one. Because he would absolutely wreck Saitama's shit. Like, part of the punchline for me is that people want Superman to fight Saitama, when, reasonably speaking, Superman is just so much stronger. So then people go, well, what about Goku? Because everyone always wants Goku to fight him too. No, Goku would kick the shit out of him effortlessly too. You know what's actually the better matchup is Krillin versus Saitama. That's actually a more thematic fight, if anything. Because Krillin is actually probably the strongest human in Dragon Ball. So that's actually a bit more of a thematic tie-in. And then, obviously, Krillin doesn't scale to the highest feats in Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure Krillin still mops the floor with Saitama. But it's at least more thematic, slightly more debatable than everything that everyone else wants Saitama to fight. Like, people want, like, fucking Popeye versus Saitama, when that's just not close at all either. Like, none of what people want Saitama to be in are things that he would actually win. So, who knows? Whatever, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully the animation takes a better route with it than most. And hopefully people are slightly logical and go for Superman. And I will see you guys for my Sailor Galaxia versus Beerus prediction. That should be hopefully fairly soon. Alright, have yourselves a good one.